rusted bolts cemented in the ground here, but here we are getting it down. Just the frame left, all the rubbish here. Put our sign out, free scrap. There we are. This extension, it is a side extension leaning to a house that's got a ground basement, and we have found out from the building inspector that he wants a ground beam in and he wants 2 wind posts each side. We're just taking this down, and during the build we'll show you what we come up against. What we've been trying to do is take all this down. It's really difficult, so it's longer than I thought, but it's coming down now. It's rusted in, well bolted in and everywhere. But the difficulty we're going to have when we're building is we've got all this here. We have to do it overhand. That's if we can take the panels out and try and dig a trench down here now and get a 6-inch cavity in. So the work has started, and we start to take out the existing floor, and as you can see we've got to start chopping and getting it out before we can do anything else. So I'll just give you a quick update to where we're at now. We're mainly just getting it out by hand. It's easier. I've got to try and get a macro digger in here. That's the thing, that's the idea. Whether we can use it to get down this side to dig. I don't fancy digging it by hand. I'm 61. Okay, well, I'll catch you on the next update. This is interesting. Goes into the cellar. So I'm going to have to try and sort that out. Didn't see this before until we took the floor out. So we've got a cellar inlet there, and I think there's another one down there. So we're going to have to get that sorted out on here. So all unforeseen things, never mind, but that's where we're at this morning. We've got this hole here, big hole in there, so I've got to just get that bricked up, and I'm going to use 6-inch solids. That one has got to be bricked in using the 6-inch solids, 150 mils. Okay, there we go. Get them bricked in now, and then that will be strong for ready Monday for the hardcore and everything else. Right, all this is out near enough, and we only got about 2 meters wide here, so we're going to try and get a macro digger to dig this out, but it's going to be awkward because we're right by this wall. This is the inspection chamber, which the foundation's got to go here, and then down there the footings are 450. It's going to be very difficult to build with this wall here, so we're going to have to try and negotiate with next door, see if we can take this fence panel out. Otherwise I don't know how I'm going to build it. Lol. Okay, well, that's update. Obviously there you go, you can see the existing drain there. I've taken that out, taken the manhole further back, the inspection chamber further back, and put a gentle swoop in and brought it round and connected to the existing there. But there we go, we're 2 meters down there. I've got to widen this trench a little bit because now they want a 600 trench. This is 450, and what I'm allowed to do, there we go, there is to go down 2 meters, step it up 1.5, step it up again to 120, all the way down there to 120. Now we might have to have a wind post on this end and a wind post here, because this is just a freestanding wall here, and there's nothing to tie it across to this wall here. Possibly a floating floor. We've got to find out yet whether that's going to go in here to take any load off this wall, seemingly. Okay, so as I say, there's me drain in. That's all passed and okay. Sweeps round down there and down to the main manhole. But I've just got to wait until they come and take this out and then crack on again. Funny how these things happen, and it costs you time and costs you money. Never mind, we'll crack on and find a way through. Okay, looks like it's coming out. The other day, as I've said, I've just finished now. It took me till 5 o'clock, but we've had to get the digger out this morning, and had to crack on with this as it keeps caving in. I've got some boards, put some boards down, that stopped the caving in, and I've got it more or less out. So the inspection will be out tomorrow, hopefully it'll pass. Okay, fingers crossed. Talk to you later when we get the concrete in. Right, it's all going, getting rid of all this pile. I've had to shore it up a bit because the concrete's coming today. Down we go, but I'm glad this lot's going now. Getting it gone. Lovely stuff. Get it shifted. Yay. Fantastic. There we go, all gone. Fantastic. Right, what a job to get this in the blinking. The roadworks there, we got backed in. Now we're going to get it in this hole here. Lovely. Okay, we eventually got through it, and so as you can see, it's nicely through. So just wobble it round, it finds its own level. It's up to all to be marks all the way around, and just with this punner, it just wobbles and goes level. Right, there we go, and just look at that, absolutely spot on. So length times width times depth, add a little bit for fallings, round it all up, and it's perfect. Head on. Again this morning, the concrete's all gone off. I'm nice and level. So this level just slightly high there, only a fraction, so I know that roughly it's right round level to this end through. Now I'm going to bump out the side and get ready. Okay, see you in a minute. Right, we've got the set square here, squared off the house, and as you can see I'm bringing it right across to the wall here, levelling up so that I can take my blocks down to the bottom, plumbed up, squared up, and then I can go down to the bottom end, work out blocks. There is my gauge, as you can see there from the house. I'm gauged through to the damp course, as you can see there. These are trench blocks, 350mm wide. They are that wide for a purpose, because now we've got 6-inch cavities or 150mm cavities. Then we have got to have the trench block that wide, so we've got 4-inch brick, 100mm bricks, 150mm cavity with cavity insulation in, and 150mm blocks. So as you can see, that's what I'm measuring out now and showing you here. 450 wide, take brick, 150 insulation, and then 100mm block. So these are the new blocks. I find them quite hard to get hold of, but I suppose they're all the new thing at the moment. So this is the new regs that you're doing on a small build like this. Built in the drain, that's gone through there now with a lintel over it. We're up to damp course, and something that I really want to show you, I'm going to fill all this in now and get it straight now, is this ground beam. Okay, so because this is a basement that goes down 2 meters, as I had to dig there for 2 meters down to pick up the basement, instead of digging down here 2 meters and getting in the concrete and so on and so forth, building it up, we were allowed to put a ground beam in. So this is encased in concrete, it's on pads. I built a pillar there down onto the foundation, built it up, and then also here I bricked it into the wall there, and then this will be encased 4 inch above, 4 inch concrete around it, 4 inch under it, and so that will take the weight and take it off this basement. Okay, so I'm going to crack on, get this filled, bring it back, and then our wind post, seemingly I've got to dig down to the foundation at the bottom here, find the concrete, put the plate there, and then bring it up on the inside, which is a pain. I wish I knew that before, but hey ho, this is all new stuff for me. So wind post in here, still it down, bolt it to the concrete. I'm trying to see if I can get it bolting to these trench blocks, because there's 7.3 newtons, and 7 newtons you can bolt to that surely, but I'm in correspondence with Ancon. Okay, and same down there, I'll have to do the same down there. It's all holding me up, but hey ho, there we go. Got all the hardcore in, whackered. We've got 250mm hardcore whackered down in layers. Now I'm just sand blinding. This is my beam in. I'm going to shutter that in a minute, and then because this is just a store shed, I'm only going to put hardcore on this and sand blind, and then that can be concreted, as you don't need insulation in it. And so there we are, that's the ground beam going to be shuttered in a minute. So I'm just going to get this all nice and squared up and ready. The insulation's coming this afternoon, and I'll get that in, and hopefully we can get the concrete going. Right, there we go. Okay, back onto the ground beam. We've got 4 inch of concrete covering it that way. It'll be 4 inch underneath and 4 inch on the top. So when we put the concrete, we'll lift that up into it a bit. So it's cut encased in 100mm all the way around, and then the 6 inch comes over the top of it, and then we drop down here into the basement, into the storeroom, 4 inches or 100mm. So we've got to step down. Okay, so that's where we're at now. We're just waiting for the concrete. Okay, so that's all secure and ready to go. That's it, just bang it on there. That's better. Yeah, that's good. Nice one. Just enough. Just enough. There we go. We'll get leveling it up now as we go. There we go. Happy days. There we go. Got it in nicely. Boom. What we've got here is wind posts. 6 weeks wait. Incredible. So we've got a 6 inch cavity, 50mm cavity. This goes into the blockwork.